Hello, guys. I am Alishia Westbrook and your local realtor here with Elizabeth Johnston today. And we're going to be talking about some first time buyer mistakes.
Yes, we are. Do you know of any first-time home buyer mistakes that you were able to help someone avoid before we go through this list?
Um, no.
Well, good. That means that you got a hold of it before they even realized they were doing something wrong. So I would take that as a win.
That's a good thing. Yeah. Yep.
There you go.
Most definitely. Yeah. Okay. So let's dive right in. The first mistake is buyers not getting pre-approved before viewing a home. I see this quite often from people. They want me to take them out on tours. They want to go look at homes, and they haven't even been pre-approved. Pre-approval should be your first step before calling an agent, before searching on Zillow, searching on Redfin. Getting pre-approval should be your first step. First step. Now, if you don't know a lender or have nowhere to start on to even contact a lender, then you can always contact me and I can always get you in contact with my lender, which is Elizabeth Johnston, who would love to assist. And we can work together to one, get you pre approved and also find you your dream home.
And on top of that, if you're going, okay, well, if I get pre-approved, now I need a realtor. Well, lenders like me know people like Alicia that we'll send you to. We know how they work, we trust them. And if you're willing enough to give us your financial information, we hope you would trust us in guiding you to finding the perfect realtor for you.
Yes.
Now, one thing that we don't want you to do, now, the second thing that most first time home buyers can do as a mistake is overestimating your budget for a home. So, when you're pre approved, you're given an amount up to a certain amount. Now, we don't ever recommend that you go all the way up to that top amount because you don't know what's going to happen afterwards. Meaning, um, maybe your taxes go up. Maybe homeowners insurance just skyrockets, especially right now. We need to be able to make sure that you still live within your means, but not going all the way up because your pre-approval is really just based off your principal and interest, your estimated taxes, and what we think your insurance would be. But those are third-party fees, your taxes and insurance that we can't guarantee until we do some back end stuff and we start really focusing in on what um, your actual home price would be. When you're getting pre-approved, we're looking at your principal and interest payment and estimating taxes and insurance. And if there's an HOA, that's a whole other story.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Another mistake buyers tend to make is forgetting about closing costs. Not only do you have to have enough for a down payment, you also want to factor in closing costs, which can range from 2 to 5% of the home's purchase price. And without enough cash to cover these costs, you could face financial stress at closing, which you don't want to do. So we're trying to avoid any extra stress because we know that the home buying process is stressful enough in itself. So making sure you have enough for a down payment and also cash at closing is the key.
And if you want an estimate of what it could be, you can ask your lender for a fees worksheet. Again, it's estimates. So they're going to be higher. We're always going to quote you higher on the fees estimate. And the goal is for it to be below whatever we're giving you as an estimate. Not trying to scare you, but it is way better to be higher and then it be lower than for us to give you, oh, let's say it's only going to cost, let's say $10,000 and it's really 15. You were budgeting for 10 because that's what we told you initially. Oh yeah, it'll be about 10 grand. And it was really 15. Whereas I'd rather tell you it's going to be 20,000 and then it's really only 13.
Yeah.
Do not ignore your credit score, especially when you are trying to purchase a home. So we typically like to see your credit scores around 580. That makes us really happy. You can go lower, but you won't get the benefits as someone who is at a 580 and above for a credit score. So make sure that you pay your bills on time. You are making sure that if there's any disputes, anything where you're overutilizing your credit, bring that down. Just keep a strong eye on your credit score.
Also, not researching the neighborhood you would like to purchase your home. After we've viewed the home, you may want to come back, say at night, throughout the day, just to drive to the neighborhood and see, what you see, if it's quiet, if there's lots of traffic, if there's kids in the neighborhood. You always want to do your due diligence to ensure this is where you are going to be the most happiest. When we tend to view properties, you may or may not see things like that. So that is important when moving into a home.
Not comparing your mortgage lenders. Yes, if I talk to you, yes, I want to be your sole favorite lender that you don't want to talk to anybody else. I would absolutely love that. But maybe the way I speak may not work for you. And if that's the case, you need to find one that does. That will, hey, I have questions. I need more guidance. Find somebody that will give that to you. Hopefully it's me, but again, you always have options. So again, when you're looking at other lenders, look at our rates, look at our fees, look at our terms, and at the end of the day, make sure this is the person that you want to do business with, and you're going to be happy with them throughout the entire process. Anything you want to add?
The same as for a realtor, when you select someone to go show you homes, you're supposed to build a relationship, and that's what it is. If at any time you feel like that realtor is not meeting your needs, or there's no fit, or we're not a match, please feel free to say, you know what, thank you for your time and your service, but I think I'm going to go with someone else. My feelings will not be hurt. As a professional, sometimes it's like dating. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So if you, again, would like to select someone else as your realtor, it's fine. Just let me know in writing, and then we can end the relationship.
Yes, we want to make sure that you're happy throughout the entire process.
Yes. The other thing is letting emotions drive your decisions when buying a home. Falling in love with the home and ignoring red flags, or your budget. So emotional decisions can lead to overpaying or buying a home that doesn't truly meet your needs. So if you fall in love with the home and you see there's issues, or there's issues that come up, where there's inspections, or there's other issues that come up during the process, but you really love this home, you have to sit and think, okay, this home is going to be my forever home, or is it my home just for X amount of years? But you still, at the end of the day, you want to make sure that the home that you're moving into and that you're paying for is going to be the home that you're happy with. You want to add something to that?
To add on to that, I was going to say, don't rush the process. If you feel pressured, it doesn't normally end well, is the best way I could put it. So just remember, buying a home is a major financial decision. Just like you want to work with a realtor that's going to understand you, you want to work with a lender that does the same thing and is looking for the best possible products for you. So take your time and ensure that this is the house that feeds your long-term goals.
So another mistake that some homeowners make would be skipping the home inspection. Waiving the inspection to speed up the buying process is a huge mistake. You want to make sure you get your home inspected so that way you can address any issues that come up. You can also negotiate with the seller. And if you're within your contingency period, you may or may not be able to cancel.
Can you explain what a contingency offer is?
Yeah. So a contingency offer is you have a certain amount of days. Once you place an offer, you have a certain amount of days, whether it be 3 days to 17 days. You have a certain amount of days to back out of the transaction before canceling.
Your due diligence.
Your due diligence.
Where you
Yeah.
can, if you want to check out the AC, you want to do a home inspection, you want to think about it, this is your time to figure that out.
Yes.
One thing that first-time home buyers think about a lot, or sometimes they don't think about it at all, is focusing only on their monthly payment. If you're fixated on the payment, you may not even like the house, but oh, the payment's there. Fine. So ways to avoid this is you can't forget about your other costs. You're going to have property taxes. Property taxes go up every year. You'll have to contest them, which you need a realtor to get comps for. So Alishia over here can help you with that. Insurance goes up every year. Again, Alishia would tell you, hey, talk to my insurance peeps. Or you go back to the person you used before. You have utilities, you have maintenance, which are also part of your budget. They may not be a part of your monthly payment, but they are additional costs to consider.
Yeah, that is true. So when submitting a lowball offer in a competitive market, it shows the seller that you're not really serious about buying the home. When you're purchasing a home, you're purchasing the home and you're asking yourself, what is it worth to you?
That is the price tag of a home. How much is it worth to you?
Yes.
If this house is gone tomorrow, are you going to go to another house? And are you going to look at it and go, oh, it's not like the one that was on 123 Banana Street. If you keep comparing everything to that house, what are you going to do to get it?
Yeah. So, like you said, it should be, you know, putting your best offer forward, you know, because it's your dream home. So, yeah.
And sometimes even the highest and best offer doesn't even get picked.
There's no, yep. And that's the thing too. When you place an offer, there's no guarantee your offer will be accepted. So again, always try to put your best offer forward and let's see what happens after that. Planning for the future. Buying a home without considering your future plans, such as career changes or family expansion. Your home should meet your needs for at least the next 5 to 7 years. Short-term thinking can lead to the need to sell sooner than anticipated, possibly at a loss. So it's always safe to plan ahead. And this is even for when you expand your family, career changes, it's always better to plan and be proactive. This concludes our mistakes that first-time home buyers tend to make. I am Alishia Westbrook, your local agent, and I am with
Elizabeth Johnston, a mortgage broker. We're both in California, and I'm also licensed in Texas. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and comment, and share with your friends, and let us know what you think.